Well, hey guys, it is me, Smart Brewer, and basically for me, house-wise, things have definitely gone down the toilet with family life. Seeing as how, yesterday, my little brother ended up starting a somewhat of a heated off argument with my dad, and basically he proceeded to try and boss me around, do things like give him the TV remote and switch on the TV and other stuff. Then tell him which TV channels he can and can't get. It was the Dookie Sky viewing card thingamajiggy in the box. And which then, when I tried to point out that my little brother Jack was behaving badly, for my stepmom Sarah, she proceeded to basically tell me to be quiet and stop trying to cause trouble with Jack. To which then I thought it was ridiculous because it felt as if she was telling me off for basically trying to show my brother Jack causing trouble. And to which then Jack continued to cause trouble. And then after that, my dad then proceeded to go and call me a selfish, ignorant prick. Joy. For me, I feel like I'm basically done with this family. I'm done with it all. I'm tired of it all. Besides, I'm tired with my mom having done stuff like stealing money from me and lying to me for years. I'm tired, sick, and of likes of my dad's temper, where he can resort at times to doing things like throwing things, smashing things, and throwing verbal abuse towards me at times. And especially how he seems to keep on letting the family in its entirety down over and over again. And when he keeps on trying and failing miserably to quit smoking. Sometimes growing up, I used to see my dad smoking so much fags. Part of me felt he didn't even bother trying to quit smoking, and that he didn't want to quit smoking. And then there is my little brother, who basically proceeds to, over the years, give me loads and loads of physical and verbal abuse, doing things like silently laughing at my misfortune, doing other shit like sticking the middle finger up at me, and proceeding to call me a gay boy, even though I am half gay. And that's just the start. Whereas for Jack, he has proceeded to do all kinds of physical abuse towards me over the past few months, if not years, as far back as my memory can go. He has basically proceeded to do things like slap me, and he has also done stuff like, I don't know, say, Oh yeah, I definitely remember that he didn't do things like kick me, bite me, punch me. He kicked me, limit, and going and spitting off on me, and pushing me and poking me at times. Oh wait, that's right. He did do those kinds of things. Yeah, instead of my parents choosing to punish Jack, they seem to, both of them now, started with just my mom, now it appears to be both of my mom, my dad, and I'm beginning to now even think my stepmom, too. They're all basically in support of what Jack does, and thinks that anybody who dares try to question how much of a goody two-shoes my little brother is, that they have no clue on earth what they're talking about, and that they're talking out their arse. For me, I'm just tired of it all. Though, anyways, for me, this is not what this video is going to be about, for the most part anyways. Where it'll basically be on the joys of the Conservative Party. Hooray! Not. A bit of like, freaking damn how. But anyways, the thing is with the Conservative Party, for years they've been priding themselves as things like the party of the working class and other kinds of stuff. Yeah, in reality, things are much, much darker and stuff. Seeing as how they don't really seem to care about people like the homeless and other people in the bottom percent. In fact, when it comes to people who are homeless, for the Tories, they mainly proceed to basically ignore homeless people, and there's been loads of news reports, some of them even recent, and like not that long ago, like only a few years old or so, where the amount of people who were homeless were vastly, vastly greater than what the government had been saying it was. And it turns out in England, you can only be given like help if you meet this certain set of strict standards in order for you to get help. Plus, it doesn't exactly help when you have a media who proceeds to be more than happy to mainly ignore the whole problem of homelessness. Yes. In fact, people like the Tories say that they want to make homelessness get things like better, want to make homeless people feel like better and stuff, and actually feel like they're appreciating things. In reality, they act as if it's the opposite. They don't really care about people who have nothing. And speaking about people who have nothing, there then is people who have to rely on food banks. As basically, I watched this episode of Panorama last night, which was on the whole thing on people in Britain using food banks. And basically, there was this former MP called Edwina Curry, and for her, she basically said something which was pretty like horrible and mean, saying that there wasn't any need for food banks, that they weren't the solution. And, and on one occasion on the whole food bank thing, she even went onto Twitter and basically said that loads of people who did wind up using food banks were all people who just went and wasted their money on things like dog food and getting plastered with tattoos here, there, and everywhere. I mean, heck, the problem with the Tories is that they try to wind up making themselves look all good for the people, like they're almost like the Robin Hood and people like the Labour Party, a big mean, evil sheriff who wants to take away everyone's money and stuff from the townsfolk. Yeah, the thing is, even though we all know Robin Hood doesn't exist, as there's no evidence to prove that he did, pretty much it's like role reversal, where basically who people thought was the sheriff was really like the good guys, and people who were Robin Hood was basically along the lines of pure evil. I mean, seriously. For the Tories, I still can't believe that they're in the lead in the polls. I mean, heck, you wind up hearing things that the Tories is caring about, things like climate and poverty and food banks and homelessness. Just another kind of things. I mean, heck, and sure, we care about all those things, not, and we call ourselves conservatives. I mean, seriously. For Theresa May, she's still Trump overconfident. And, I mean, she still thinks she's going to win. Primarily still to the point where she can't be bothered to go onto any TV debates and try to tell people why they should vote Tory, even though she's done all this stuff like repeatedly say that we weren't going to have an early general election and gave us it anyways. Plus, she doesn't really seem to mind the fact that people who are even in well-paid jobs, such as nurses in the NHS, are now having to use food banks in order to put food on the table because pay in the NHS is so miserable. Simply bad. For me, I'm done talking about the whole. More than likely, if the bookies have ended up getting it right, the more overconfident she acts, the more people will be peeved off of her, the more they won't trust her, and the more they'll actually seem to think that Jeremy Corbyn and the Labour Party isn't as bad as Theresa May tries to point out. And then she'll probably continue to panic until like the very end. Well, I think she only will panic until at the very end, and where it's like last few days, and she's thinking, yeah, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna wipe the floor with Labour and all that lot. Well, the penny finally drops and she realizes, oh no, I'm doing not as well as I first thought. And by then, the public will, if peeved off enough, choose to no longer fall for any of the Tories' bullshit, and they'll show the Tories the door. And one thing is pretty clear. seeing as how loads of people still dislike Theresa May and don't exactly trust the Tories, in all likelihood they are going to be voting Conservative for a very, very long time. So, basically, if you like this video, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment on whatever you like down below, and if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, then go ahead. After all, there's nothing really stopping you if you want to. Probably. You never really know. So, bye. Hopefully I'll see you next time.